Tonight, we're diving into one of the most misunderstood and surprisingly powerful parts of the Constitution, the 11th Amendment. On the surface, it sounds dry, like a technical rule about lawsuits. But underneath, it's a story about power, money, and how far you can actually go when you try to sue a state. In this episode, we'll break down why the 11th Amendment was created in the first place, how one early Supreme Court case freaked out state governments enough to push for a new amendment, and how a single sentence has evolved into a broad shield of sovereign immunity that protects states from many kinds of lawsuits. All of that tonight on this episode of Beyond the Noise.
Welcome to the sound, we're breaking through. The stories unfold, shining bright and true. Diving deep in thoughts, we'll take you higher. This is the movement, feel the burning fire. Let the voices rise in the echoing space. Join the celebration of every human face. Beyond the noise, we make our way. We make our way. Stories of courage, light up the way. This is our time, we're ready to play. On the Soar Network, we'll seize the day. From opinions that matter, we'll lift each frame. Reflect on the journey, yet we'll never be the same. In the heart of the noise, where the wisdom resides. Join us in the moment, where the spirit abides. We soar above it all, breaking every chain. Ignite the passion, let your heart sustain. Beyond the noise, we make our way. We make our way. Stories of courage, lighting up the way. This is our time, we're ready to play. On the Soar Network, we'll seize the day. Get ready, world, we're turning up the heat. Together we rise, can't accept defeat.
Welcome to Beyond the Noise. I am Republic Sentinel, aka RS, and I am joined by my magnificent co-host and the producer of the show, Yankee Free. How you doing, Yankee?
Good evening. How are you, sir? How are you, chat?
It's good. It's good. Crazy stuff going on in the world. Politics just never ceases to amaze, does it?
Nope. Nope. It do not.
And you know, tonight will be very political, as is every night that we cover the amendments. I really honestly think that we should have just left it at the 10th and just went, yeah. But unfortunately, there's all the other stuff that comes after it.
No. We are covering Know Your Rights. We are covering all the amendments. They should have definitely stopped at the fucking 10th.
Stop with the interpretations. And this law is going to have everything to do with interpretations of this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
Perplexity did a very good job of summarizing it, but this is another one of those, like, when I was reading it, I kind of went, oh, okay. Why did we need this? And it's because of law speak, right? It really seems like it's because we'll delve into it, but it seems more like, you know what, a bunch of lawyers found a way to get around language.
Right.
And they went, oh, no. We got to have protection from this. So,
Yep.
other than that, how's your the beginning of your week? How's your Monday?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah, we at work, and then GA had a doctor's appointment, and then we went
well.
and yes, it did, and we went and looked at vehicles.
Oh, because of yes. Okay. And
Well, she made a determination because she had started thinking about the new Traverse, the 2026 Traverse, but she was leery of, and rightfully so, especially after driving it. She was completely right, and I figured so too. But I don't know. They took the Traverse, they made it bigger.
Okay.
It's a beautiful, beautiful truck. Beautiful truck. It looks like a mini Tahoe now. Like the new ones look like a mini. Got a big grill, big hood, and it looks like a mini Tahoe.
I'll have to look this up.
But you can't get a 6-cylinder anymore. They're all 4-cylinder turbos.
Oh no!
And it can't even get out of its own. It can barely get out of its own fucking way.
Oh, but
we
it's
drove
turbo. It's turbo though, Yankee. It's turbo. Oh God!
We drove it, and it sounds. She's like, it sounds like a rice burner. It sounds like a rice burner. She's like, I hate the way it sounds. I'm like, well, how's the power feel? She goes, what power? She's like,
just like all of America, they have deballed all of the vehicles. The only if you want to keep balls in your vehicle, go out and get a diesel. It's the only way that you're gonna keep. I mean,
well, and that's what that's what she's going back to. She's like, nope. After this, nope. I want my diesel Tahoe. That's what I want. That's what I'll wait for until we can find one.
Yankee 4-cylinder, dude. Oh.
Then while we were there, they're like, well, do you want to test drive one of the new Tahoes? We have two black diesel Tahoes in stock.
Ooh.
We're like, oh, what the hell? I mean, she's driven Sable, which is the same engine and it's the same everything. It's just enclosed, it's
right.
And so like, yeah, sure. What the hell? We're here. They pull it up. White leather interior. White.
Do you like or no?
I'm going to say it doesn't look bad. It looks way better. The way they did it, it looks way better than I had envisioned in my head when they said it was a white interior. I'm like, in a black vehicle? Like, what is wrong with you?
Right. It's going to show
everything.
Yeah.
Even your jeans are going to rub off on the freaking white leather. They're going to end up baby blue. Like, so, and I got in. This is a brand new vehicle, brand spanking new, 2026 diesel Tahoe. I got in it. I looked down, and this one piece of white leather that was next to the passenger seat already had 4 black scuff marks on it. I'm like, see, like, no, can't do it, man.
Can't do it.
White leather. I mean, if you're like, you can never have a kid in it. You can never have a dog in it. You can never have, and I'm talking kid period. I'm talking under 30. Yes. No one under 30 is allowed in this vehicle. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. It looks very pretty.
Oh, I'm
but
sure.
you have to like, there can be no eating, no drinking, no nothing in that car because that white leather is going to be completely screwed.
See, this is why I have a gray interior. But because I've spilt 2 full cups of coffee. You can't tell, but I have. It's also, I just
That's why I
classify it
like
as
the
a
black
winter.
leather. The black leather is perfect.
Ooh,
Don't show nothing.
yeah. Sounds like it would be very nice, but white, you can keep it. White leather, yeah, you can keep it. Sorry, not gonna work.
Nope.
Well, that's too bad though. But at least she got to test drive the, well, like you said, she's already driven the diesel. It's the same engine, so she just knows she doesn't want a white interior for sure.
She already knew that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So, is there anything else you want to cover before we delve into the 11th Amendment to the Constitution?
Well, I'm going to be completely honest with you on this one. If you have a better grip on it than I do, I don't know how long we're going to cover it because I literally read it 14 times trying to figure out what the actual verbiage says in the 11th. And then I did the perplexity points and I read those and I'm like, okay, I still don't know what it's saying.
Yeah, it's vague. And perplexity even said it's a vague amendment. But the other thing, okay, so sovereign immunity. The states are immune from the federal government from...
Well, would you like to read the amendment?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yeah, let's do that first. The judicial power of the United States shall not be construed to extend to any suit in law or equity commenced or prosecuted against one of the United States by citizens of another state or by citizens or subjects of any foreign state. So basically,
yeah,
it's just lawful protection from being civilly sued. Right, because it talks a lot about equity and so someone from another state suing a state for financial loss of some kind.
Well, when I was reading some of the cases, it's even suing your own state.
Yeah, there.
It doesn't have to with the way that reads. It says by anyone of another state. Right, so I was thinking it was saying like somebody from Georgia can't sue the state of New Jersey.
Right.
But nobody from New Jersey can sue the state of New Jersey, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know that. I see the Grissom versus Georgia, and that was what Georgia, a South Carolina citizen sued Georgia over Revolutionary War debts.
Well, that was that one, and that one made sense. That made sense to me because it was from another state.
Sure.
But then where's the one I was reading? There was one I was reading that was like somebody sued their own state.
Yeah,
and that was thrown out.
Yeah, a sovereign government. This is so wild. A sovereign government cannot be sued without its consent. Why would it ever consent to be sued?
Hans v. Louisiana.
Yeah, I see that one. 1890.
A Louisiana citizen sued his state over defaulted bonds violating the contract clause. Court ruled states immune from their own citizens' federal suits, citing the amendment's spirit. So it's not anyone from another state. It's anyone, period. You can't sue state.
Well, it was a federal case of somebody in their state suing via the federal government suing their state. You can still sue your state. Plenty of people sue their own state all the time. But the idea behind that one was that they were using a federal law to sue a state. So this person from their own state was suing their own state over a federal mandate, which I don't know. So the court held that a state is immune from suits brought in federal court by its own citizens. So it wasn't a state suit. It was a federal suit.
So that makes me completely not understand this amendment, though.
The only speculation I can have is that states would have their own sovereignty, that federal law in many instances doesn't trump state law. So the federal suit violated some kind of state statute, I suppose. That's all I could come up with. You know what I'm saying? They used the federal apparatus to sue their state, and the state had immunity because it was a federal lawsuit and not a state lawsuit.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm reaching at straws here, man.
Right.
I have no idea. I don't.
No, I get you. So am I. I don't know where.
Actions to stop state officials from ongoing violations of federal law. Later decisions extended this immunity to most federal question cases seeking damages. And it seems like it's all civil. So it's all like, it's all fiduciary. It's money. So suing to get compensation. But it said later decisions extended this immunity to most federal question cases seeking damages from states while allowing some suits for prospective relief. For example, actions to stop state officials from ongoing violations of federal law. That was under the Hans v. Louisiana 1890 case.
Right.
States can waive their immunity, but courts require a clear, explicit waiver. Silence or ambiguity is not enough. I don't understand. This is why we need anybody out there, a constitutional lawyer. Please come in here and explain this. And again, I think that this was another one of those laws that ended up getting passed. 11th Amendment limits when states can be sued in federal court, creating a strong doctrine of state sovereignty immunity that has been broadened significantly by the Supreme Court beyond the amendment's short text. It was adopted in direct response to an early Supreme Court case, Grisham versus Georgia, 1793, and today plays a major role in blocking many damages lawsuits against states unless the state consents or Congress validly overrides that immunity. I guess this is just like a states' rights issue. And if they violated the law, then why couldn't you sue them? I don't understand.
Right. That's my point. If they violated, whether it was a state law or a federal law they violated, they still violated a law. Why can't you sue them? That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. Text and basic
because we're not constitutional lawyers. That's why it doesn't make sense to us, I'm sure.
No, but I mean, if being
no, I'm being serious. I'm being sarcastic. Like,
right. No, but in my mind, when you say that, it's like that's not right. If we're having these amendments, the common person is supposed to be able to understand what their rights are, and that's what these amendments are supposed to do. But we're not able to do it. The amendment says the text and basic rule. The amendment says that the judicial power of the United States cannot be read to extend to any suit in law or equity against a state by citizens of another state or by citizens or subjects of a foreign state. In plain terms, it bars most federal court lawsuits seeking money or similar relief from a state when the plaintiff is from another state. But you cited the Louisiana case, but what it sounds like is that they were using a federal law to go after the state instead of a state law. So it somehow creates some kind of immunity for the states.
Apparently.
That's
what I don't understand. By the words, that's what it said. And why they said they felt that in that case was the amendment's spirit, and even in quotes, spirit. Yeah. Which it's interpretation. It's not what the amendment says. It's this is what they meant. Well, no, it's not what it says.
No,
it's not what it says. And it specifically says from another state or foreign state.
Right.
It specifically says that is the one clear part of it, I think.
Right. It specifically says from another state or or a foreign state, basically a foreign country.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why you'd have something like the Louisiana case, and it's so vague in trying to explain that Louisiana case too. Hans v. Louisiana. Let's see if we can get a little bit more on that.
Now, it says here, sovereign immunity today. The states can't be sued without consent for damages in federal court, even by own citizens. But exceptions exist. Prospective injunctions, 14th Amendment
There's that
abrogations.
14th Amendment thing
Yup.
again.
Civil rights, or plan of the convention waivers like eminent domain, Penn East Pipeline v. New Jersey, 2021, applies to arms of the state like universities, but not always local governments.
Wow. Wow. Dude, it is very hard to wrap my head around this.
Me too. This is one where we definitely should have had a constitutional lawyer or at least someone versed in law, because this whole amendment is legalese.
Yeah. And the states were insistent that it was put in there. Well, what was the threat that they were getting? And that first one goes back to 1793. So you're talking right after the Constitution was ratified.
Mm-hmm.
So it was an immediate case. And right to the 11th Amendment. Here, hold on a second. Look to history and to statements by figures like Alexander Hamilton in Federalist Number 81, which described the states as retaining immunity from private suits unless they consented. Who in their right
Why
mind
would they
is gonna
consent?
Right.
Exactly. Why would they consent? Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Sue us. Yeah, we broke the law and you go, yeah, okay, we're totally fine with you suing us.
Sounds like
when they could be
protectionism.
like, yeah, no, you can't. Like,
right.
And that's okay. They're allowed to say, no, you can't sue us.
Yeah. No, you can't sue.
No. Well, that's where I think we citizens, we can use the ninth to say, yeah, no, you can't sue us. That was our right.
Right.
I did what I did because it's my right. Because, even though it's not in the Bill of Rights, it was my right.
Right.
It's my right to not pay taxes. It's my right to not pay taxes.
Oh, I can't wait to get to that amendment too. Yes, but right. Yeah, but it would never fly. Never fly.
But yet this one does.
Right. This one does. This is protectionist. And leave it to Alexander Hamilton to be the person that they cite too. Court reasoned that it could be illogical for the Constitution to prohibit suits by out-of-state or foreign citizens, but allow essentially identical suits by in-state citizens. So the 11th Amendment had to be read as reflecting a broader principle of state sovereign immunity. So it was written different, and then the Supreme Court decided to go, well, no, actually, that extends to any. So basically, you can't sue the state. Period.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't
But
like
the state
this.
can sue you in a heartbeat.
Oh,
How many state v blah 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 cases do we hear?
Right. Right. I agree.
Yeah, I have a real problem with this one. I mean, and I am all for states' rights. Don't get me wrong. I'm for states' rights.
Sure.
But to just blanket immunity, not be able to sue your state
If you
Federally?
can prove that there's damages, why couldn't you sue your own state? I get
Right.
like a foreign country or maybe you could make the case that states shouldn't sue each other, so that's why you would keep that kind of sovereignty. But their
Right.
own people? Hans v. Louisiana is the case that transformed the 11th Amendment from a narrow textual rule into a broader constitutional doctrine, blocking most damages suits in federal court against states by any private citizen. Again, it is in federal court.
Mm-hmm.
So then why couldn't you just turn around and you do it in state court? Later cases built on Hans to develop the modern framework. States are generally immune from private federal court suits unless they clearly consent, which makes no sense. I don't know. This one's a
Head scratcher for sure.
100%. I don't understand. And it's the 11th Amendment. So it was the first one after the Bill of Rights was finalized.
Well, because the states went nuts. The states were like, "Oh no, this needs to be in there," because they got sued.
Right, they got sued.
And what did they say? It was the fastest to date, the fastest amendment ratified.
Knee-jerk reaction for states' rights because afraid of a federal hierarchy removing their rights. It's civil. You're suing a state. It's not like there's like criminal charges being brought. It's civil. You're suing. I don't see why a state shouldn't be sued if they can be proven to have violated someone's rights. You know what? I guess it's just more sophisticated than anything that I can muster because it makes no sense to me. Under Article 3. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was just reading a part where it basically what you had already said is that it was written very specific, and the Supreme Court, broadened it by interpretation.
Yeah. Again, interpretation.
Yeah, but it wasn't that long after. Like, the guys who wrote it were still alive.
Right. Oh, yeah, they were serving in the government at the time. Under Article 3 as originally written, federal courts could hear cases between a state and citizens of another state or foreign. But again, it's not. It extends to any private citizen, even in that specific state.
Mm-hmm.
The court allowed a South Carolina citizen to sue Georgia over Revolutionary War debts, provoking a backlash and leading Congress in 1794.
Ratified by 12 states in just over a year.
Well, apparently all
ratification
the states
speed fastest ever, reflecting anti-federalist fears of federal overreach.
Yeah. Yeah, knee-jerk reaction to a federal apparatus that they figure was going to overreach. Well, I mean, we literally just wrapped up the Revolutionary War. Oh, why would a South Carolina citizen sue Georgia over Revolutionary War debts? Why would you do that?
And they supplied them with something. I don't know. I'm just thinking they supplied, gave them supplies or whatever, and they never got paid for. So like, hey, you owe us this money. You never paid me for the cannonballs we sold you, sent you, gave you, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, or the 3 horses you commandeered off of my farm, or whatever.
Yes. That's what it sounds like, yeah. The Hans v. Louisiana thing. Hans was a citizen of Louisiana who owned state-issued bonds and claimed Louisiana stopped paying interest after a change in its state's constitution. He sued Louisiana in federal court. I think that's the sticker, right? Arguing the state's change violated the contract. A federal question.
But it says, if you look at it, it says, that was 1890. It says extended to own citizens under federal law.
Yeah.
That's what that ruling brought about.
Hans argued that because he was not a citizen of another state, the 11th Amendment's limit did not apply, which I would agree with.
I would have argued the same thing.
Yeah, so why is...
What's up, Neuro?
Broken. How's it going?
Miss Chaotic Squirrel.
Let's
Davy, Evod, and Greg. What's up, guys?
I'm going to move this down here so I'm not craning my neck. And put this up here. Boom. And boom. All right. What do you know about the 11th Amendment, Neuro? You hang out with all them lawyer types? What are we missing here? Why doesn't this make sense? Kids today, too.
What's up, kids today?
How you doing? You know anything about the 11th Amendment? It's not jiving. It's just not.
Yeah, chat. Sense. You guys got any input on the 11th? Does anybody even know what before we just read it a couple times? Did anybody even know what the 11th said or what it's supposed to do? Because after reading it, I think honestly, after reading it, I know less about the 11th than I did before I even knew what it said.
Yes, I feel the same way. And it feels like I should understand it, but like you said, do you come to Hans v. Louisiana? It doesn't make sense. He had the right interpretation. I'm not a member of another state. It's my state.
Right.
So I should have the right to sue.
But it's his case where the Supreme Court on a 4-1 ruling said, oh, yeah, in the spirit of the amendment, this doesn't hold. So, what's up, Cool Frog? So they interpreted it,
yeah,
to mean to literally not be what the verbiage is. It's because that's the only specific part about that to me is that this only applies to people outside of a particular state.
Yeah,
people of other states or foreign states. It says exactly that.
But they said that the spirit of the law was that even people of their own state can't. Oh, God, no, it doesn't say that. It very specifically doesn't say that. Wow, that just is weird. Nope, I am flustered.
What's up, Powers? Hello, devilishly angelic one. Good to see you.
Hey, Powers. DA1, kids today, Cool Frog. I don't know if any of you guys can figure out what the hell the 11th Amendment's supposed to really represent.
What? What is? I think she's trying to say that she's just as confused as we are. And guys, we told you we wanted to do this. This right here is the purpose for us doing Know Your Rights. Not that we were going to teach you anything. We're just putting it out there to like, hey, did you know this? Did you know this? But we don't understand it. But do you? And do you know what the amendments actually are? Because there are so many people that don't. I had no idea about the 11th.
No.
Not a clue. Now that I've read it and we've talked about it, I still don't.
No, because this whole spirit of the law thing doesn't make any sense. If it very specifically says you can't sue a state when you're from another state or a foreign country.
Right.
Don't know.
Need the federal judge to explain it. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Who you winking at? Do you know a federal judge that can come explain it to us?
Yeah. Well, and it was a protection of the states from federal jurisdiction.
Theme's common law plus individual sovereignty is at the root of all the ideas.
Yeah, but individual sovereignty, well, state sovereignty, right? Because it was an individual from his own state suing his state over them changing the way they pay out dividends. But
Interest, yeah.
So, and the thing that's the one overarching theme or arching whatever would be that he used federal court to do it. Is that why the state was immune? It doesn't make any sense because that's not what the language says anyway.
Well, but I don't think so. I don't think it's about being in federal court because that was the case that changed it. With the Supreme Court heard it and said, "Oh yeah, in the spirit of the amendment."
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not the amendment. That's not what it says. You can't say the spirit and then that okay. So now it applies full blanket. Nobody can sue the state over a federal law.
No, the amendment doesn't make that. That does not say what they interpreted it to say later on. I don't know. I am perplexed, and perplexity is not helping.
And then down here in 1999, it says Alden v. Maine, and the ruling impact was immunity in state courts too.
Yeah. Well, then you almost need to rewrite the entire amendment then. Because that's not what the amendment says. I like how they can just interpret and change things on the fly. Oh no, this was the spirit of the law. What, you're not seeing it? You don't understand? Yeah, no, I don't understand.
All right. Alden v. Maine, 1999, a major Supreme Court case on state sovereign immunity, holding that Congress cannot use its Article 1 powers to authorize private suits for damages against non-consenting states in their own court.
Yes.
It extends the sovereign immunity doctrine beyond the text of the 11th Amendment and is central to understanding the limits of federal power over the state. That was a 5-4 decision.
Okay, all right. So prominent Federalists such as Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, John Marshall, who generally favored the Constitution, assured critics that Article 3 would not be interpreted to permit a state to be sued without its consent. what state would consent to being sued? Why do you give that? That really misses me here. Of course I'm not going to. When would I consent? Oh, yeah, I want to be sued. Go ahead. Yeah, we consent. Sue me. Maybe when I know for sure that I'm going to win it?
The Cool Frog saying it reinforces the idea that states are separate sovereign entities. But okay, I get that, and I'm all for that. But why can't a citizen?
That's it.
Why can't anybody sue the state if they've broken a law? If they've broken a law, federal or state law,
right?
If it applies, why can't the state be sued? They shouldn't be. Just because they're sovereign entities doesn't mean that the law doesn't apply to them.
Right. The case wasn't that the federal government, was bringing this case. A citizen of the state was bringing the case in federal court against the state. Right? So it was still a citizen of the state. It's not the federal government itself going after the state. It was a citizen going after the state. Right. Critics call it a get-out-of-jail-free card, creating double standards. It absolutely does.
It completely does.
I believe in state sovereignty as well, but if they're screwing their citizens, they need to be brought to court over it. And again, this is not something where someone's going to go to prison. This is not this is a fiduciary thing. You're going to get paid. I got screwed. You're going to pay me. And you committed this act on me, the state. Right? Is what I don't understand what the problem is with that. And where in the actual text
kids today.
that.
Sorry, we had said that earlier when it was ratified. I'm sorry, I didn't see that you had asked that.
Yes, but the lawsuit was brought in 1793, the first one. So before it was even ratified. So, so it was ratified. It was ratified in response to that lawsuit. Which
correct, the Georgia one.
Yeah, the guy, the Carolina guy who wanted to sue Georgia for reparations.
But then we went right to Hans v. Louisiana. That was by a citizen.
Yes. Citizen of Louisiana suing the state.
Yes, kids today. Grisholm v. Georgia. That's the one that brought about the 11th.
Yeah. Which still, it feels like that was just a knee-jerk reaction. That's what it feels like it was. It was states going, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We can't be sued. It probably, it was just after we ratified everything.
Well,
so.
the knee-jerk reaction was we can't be sued by another state. Like by someone else in another state. They're not even a citizen of ours. How are they going to sue us?
Right.
And that's how it was written. The next case, the case in 1890, Hans versus Louisiana, is the one. That's the one where the Supreme Court said, well, in the spirit of what they meant, that no one can sue the state. Not even its own citizen.
Right, not even its own citizen. And I think that's horrendous.
Completely not what it says.
Right. It's not what it says, and you should be able to sue the state if they're screwing you. And what? Without their consent. No, given the choice, nobody's going to consent to be sued. I don't know. Well, whatever. It's not whatever because it's such a. I don't understand its place States were not federalized, united at that point. Yeah, well, I mean, to an extent. Well, it was after we ratified the Constitution. You had states at that point. The United States was a thing. Right, so... But again, like Yankee was saying, the fastest ratified amendment, states really quickly were just like, oh, no, we can't be sued. Right to it and right down Congress's throat. And Congress probably jumped through hoops because they were so worried about how tentative the entire thing was in the first place. It was very hard to get all 13 colonies to the table to sign on to this.
And this was 12 of them, right? Yeah. Ratified by 12 states in just over a year.
Yeah. Like you said, the quickest
Mm-hmm.
to be ratified.
So basically, this is an amendment that says one thing, but does a lot more because of what the Supreme Court decided 4-1 that in the spirit of it.
Yes. This is the problem with a lot of this stuff. Interpretation, the spirit of the law. Read the law. What's it say?
No, if your state's screwing you, you should be able to friggin' sue them.
100%. And that was in the Louisiana case. They were getting screwed. But the Supreme Court decided to favor the state government, even though they were screwing the citizen of their state. So that's probably the issue, factions or another state. Well, no, it says specifically in it other states. But this one case, the Hans v. Louisiana one in 1890, Hans was from Louisiana. Louisiana changed the way they paid their dividends out on their bonds or something like that. And
The interest. They stopped paying interest.
And Hans sued them for it. Seems legit. You own a bunch of bonds and they're not going to pay out interest on it. Yeah. He sues them for compensation. And the Supreme Court said, well, in the spirit of the 11th Amendment, he shouldn't be able to sue his state. He's a citizen of the state. It's completely different from the Georgia one because that was a dude from what, South Carolina or North Carolina, whatever, and he was trying to sue Georgia for compensation from the Revolutionary War. I don't see how that lawsuit, the Hans v. Louisiana, has anything to do with the 11th Amendment whatsoever. Oh, thank you, Patrick. It's just a different corner of the room, or a government official. Yeah, no, you're not convincing me, kids today. You're not convincing me. I still, the language, it's not jiving with what what the Supreme Court is ruling,
And with what's written.
Yeah, it doesn't jive. It doesn't go together.
Yes, and in the spirit, kids today, I think you're absolutely right. In the spirit of looking at all of this amazing fraud, we should have a class action. But you can't.
Yeah,
you can't. But you can't. The 11th Amendment, the 11th Amendment says no one can sue them for the billions of dollars stolen. You can't do it. Nope. The spirit of the 11th Amendment says nope. Can't do that.
In the spirit of the Insurrection Act, I say we go and take it. Oh, yes, exactly. The rub. It doesn't. Yeah, I don't understand. This is not the. I think when we get to the 14th Amendment, we're gonna have a lot of fun juggling that because there's some But even in this, they cite
The 14th.
Yeah, they cite the 14th later on in other cases. The 14th Amendment, when we were going through the first 10, there were numerous times where the Supreme Court cited the 14th Amendment to kind of alter like the 4th and 5th and a number of the amendments. So the 14th Amendment seems to be a doozy.
Just blame Putin and move on, says Lover.
Let's go. That evil Putin. That's why we're going to take Greenland, because of Putin, because it's his fault. 100%. That's why we're doing it. Probably more like
It's Putin it's Putin and or the schools. If it's not Putin, then it's the school's fault. If it's not the school's fault, then it's Putin's fault. One or the other.
logic checks out. I'm down. Damn Russians. That's right, kids today. Damn Russians. Hey, did you guys see that the Russians said that if the whole Ukraine thing doesn't end soon, they're gonna nuke Europe. They're gonna nuke Germany, the UK, and was it France or? We'll just nuke them. Yeah, this is why I keep saying, yeah, hey, look, Europe, you guys want to keep screwing with them? Go ahead. We're done.
Go. Have fun. We see new countries, our old ones are getting stale.
Yes. So that we can reinterpret things in a whole new way. Ready for Fallout? No, Raging Gemini. No. No, that doesn't sound fun. None of that sounds fun. But I think that it's so weird. You know what? We're going to be walking away from the 11th Amendment tonight. I, for one, am going to be walking away from it feeling dumber than when I came in. And I was already feeling pretty dumb.
Again, like I said, that there's no more understanding. And like I'll reiterate one more time. Not that there's that many more people in here, but we're not doing this Monday, Know Your Rights, to teach anyone anything. We're doing it just to show what the amendments are, because most of us don't have a clue. And I knew nothing about the 11th Amendment before tonight, or before I started researching the 11th Amendment to see what it was and if I could figure it out. And I know just as much now as I did before tonight.
Yes, I agree. I think I know less. I actually know the actual verbiage of the amendment. I just still don't understand it. I feel like if you actually follow what it says, sure, I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
But then these cases make no sense.
Right.
The Supreme Court doing what it did. Hey, y'all are what? Y'all are. Do you not have kids? Lover Dose and Raging Gemini? Because if you're wishing for nuclear fallout and death claws and all that stuff, nope. No. Laws are dumb. We should all just stop following them. In some ways, I agree. So you do have a kid. So you wait. You're up there in Canada. Never mind. Your opinion doesn't matter. I'm kidding, Gemini. I'm kidding. I don't know what a death claw is, but I'm into it. It's at Fallout. You guys watching that? What is it on?
No, Raging's not in Canada.
Oh, I thought he was up in Canada. Canada.
No, she is not.
Oh, wait. It's a she? Okay. Excuse me, ma'am. I thought you're in Kansas. Might as well be Canada. I'm dumb enough to linger about 2A t-shirts. We are in Kansas.
Aged.
He moved here too. Okay.
Yeah, aged is from Canada. Moved
Okay.
down.
Is that how I got them mixed up? All right.
Probably. There is a Canada element.
Okay. Well, no, it's Aged Gemini and Raging Gemini, right?
Aged Gemini. No, Raging Gemini and Aged Mushroom. You got me all fucked up there.
Mushroom.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
right,
Aged
right,
Mushroom.
right. Yeah, I got them confused. I'm sorry. I got you all confused. KT with the raid.
Crazy dude has raided the stream.
My apologies, Raging Gemini.
Right at 9:05, right about break time. KD raids.
It is break time, and it's about time to to stick a fork in the 11th Amendment because
Yeah, we're talking in circles at this point in time because
unless there is a constitutional lawyer in the audience,
welcome in Raiders.
I would love to hear them explain why that spirit of a citizen of that state can't sue them for getting screwed by the state. The original way it was written makes sense. Yeah, okay, somebody from Georgia not being able to sue somebody from North Carolina. Okay, I get it. But then a citizen of the state goes to sue their own state, and oh no, the spirits of even though the language doesn't say it, the spirit of the law says it.
Spirit.
Come on, sounds like protectionism to me. What's up, Dual Helix? All right, so excuse me, I'm sorry, I've been coffee tonight. I've been very coffee. At the around the top of the hour, we do like to take a break because some of us have small bladders and get parched quickly and need to get more to drink. So this is an opportunity to stretch your legs, go drain fluids, or grab snacks, but don't go anywhere. Come on back. We're going to talk about some more stuff after the break. Probably not including the 11th Amendment. I'm just thinking. Yankee, what do you got as we go to the break?
I would love to thank all 26 beautiful Patriots that are in here. Thank you, Crazy Dude, for the raid. We do appreciate that. We love that you all give us your time, your ears, and your thoughts 3 nights a week. Mondays, we do this, Know Your Rights, until we get through them all, and then gotta figure out something else for Monday nights. And then Wednesday, it's basically chat driven on Wednesday. It's all about you, chat. We'll bring some articles to talk about and see where the conversation goes. And Saturdays, we like to put our tinfoil hats on and get a little conspiratorial with either an interview or a video of someone else's interview and break it down and talk about it and see where that goes. So thank you all very much for being here. It is no cover charge. Just like bourbon and beer, no cover charge here. Very appreciated if tips or memberships or rants or things like that come in. Very appreciated, not necessary. But we do ask that you guys do all the free stuff for sure. Hit that thumbs up, that like, follow the channel if you're not already so you get alerts for when we do go live. And over here on Rumble, please repost. That's huge for getting more eyes on the channel if you repost. And if you're feeling super generous, you could share it out on other social media platforms that you may use.
All of that would be greatly appreciated. We love all of you. Thank you very much. So
except for you, lover. Don't do any of that, lover.
Yeah, piss off, lover. What's up, Hamburglar? I saw that repeal the 19th. Dual Helix. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Thank you for watching Beyond the Noise, a subsidiary of SOAR Network. We're live every other Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. To ensure you don't miss the show, make sure you follow the channel and share it with anyone you think might benefit from our work. You can find Yankee every Friday night on his Living Yankee Free channel for bourbon and beer for some irreverent fun with friends. Or drop by his music channel, Patriot Jams, for good tunes to get you through your day. Better yet, follow his main channel, Yankee Free, for all alerts for any of his content. You can follow RS on his main Rumble channel, Republic Sentinel, for alerts for all of his shows, and TRS News for an alternative take on the news. If you have specific questions for our guests or the hosts that you would like to be read on the show, you can drop a Rumble rant. You can support the channel by simply hitting the follow button. And if you feel so inclined, become a paid subscriber.
Studio still it doesn't say it's ended. It just says streaming platforms of...
Nope, we're live now.
We're all connected.
We're
connected to fucking everything.
We're live now.
Oh, we're back?
We're back. Sorry.
Are we back?
Yes, because now we're live. They went to break, and there you go. You guys can see us, right? I can see that now it's showing us live. So, hi guys, we're back. So I have no idea what the hell just happened.
Wait a minute. Now I'm hearing it back like 14 times. Why do I?
We are back live. Okay. Sorry, had some kind of a trip with something. So we are back. Don't panic, everybody, because we're not. I have no idea what the hell that was all about.
Oh, and then I was hearing it back on Pilled because I guess Pilled reconnected too. I don't know. I have no idea. That we're in the middle of break and I'm looking to see what the numbers look like, and I'm like, why doesn't it show us live anymore? And I then looked, and yeah, we're not live. We just got booted.
It's very weird. We got booted, then he did the thing, and now we're back. So
I just resent the signal in EV Mux, and it went live again. I don't fucking. Hey, at least we've got a wallet. No, we don't. Beyond the Noise doesn't have a wallet yet, but Rumble has a wallet, so it should have fixed everything.
Absolutely.
Speaking of that, where the hell's Chris? Why didn't he pop in here and give us $5K in crypto?
Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. All right, so chat. We covered the 11th Amendment, and we're equally as perplexed as we were when we started. So that said, RS got a new... No, I didn't. All I did was move my desk, bro, but thank you. No, I just moved my desk. That's it. I went... It was this way, now it's this way. That's all I did. But thank you for noticing. I appreciate it.
Dual Helix. What's up? Thank you so very much. Appreciate that, Dono. Where are they? There we go. You get fireworks, bro. Thank you.
Woohoo! Let me see, because my chat was popped out, and now it's not. There it is. All right. There it is. Duel is greater than Chris? I mean...
$1 dono. We'll take it. Thank you very much. Very appreciated.
Absolutely. Hard to argue. Okay. So what else was going on? Did you see the ICE officer that was trying to explain to some moronic chick that, hey, we're arresting a child predator and you are impeding traffic? What is wrong with you?
I did not.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Hold on a second. I'll share the video. I'll pop it out here. It's only 40 seconds long. This could end up being a thing at some point.
Did Crazy Dude gift a membership? I don't have that.
Yes.
Of course, you know, Rumble Studio chat doesn't show, things like that, because they're not important.
No.
Thank you very much, Crazy Dude. Appreciate you.
Very much, yes.
Oh, Lord.
KD with the gifted sub. Chris said to give you this subscription. Thank you.
Well, thank you
Chris
very much, Crazy Dude.
Send us some love to Chris.
Shit.
Actually, mad props to Chris, but
No, it's a great thing he's doing. It's just, I don't know. It just kind of seems to be.
it's just never me.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. And tag him and say something in X, and yeah, good luck to ever hear. Anyway, let's before I really stomp on my own throat here. This was Elon Musk retweeted this, and this is a ICE officer trying to explain to one of the crazy Karens what exactly they're impeding when ICE is making this arrest. So here we go. Let me make
You
sure
ready?
the vowels are there. Yes. Here we go.
Second reporting. We're here to arrest a child sex offender. And you guys are out here honking.
Oh, they're not. No, we're press. We're not.
That vehicle right there is honking and impeding our investigations while we're trying to arrest a child sex offender. That's who you guys are protecting. Insane. That's what we're doing. My warrant's not for you. My warrant is not for you. I don't have to go.
They're lying. They're lying. Oh, God. So there you go. They're lying. They're lying. Just go. No, they're lying.
Who's lying? Who's they, and what are they lying about? They're lying about being a child sex predator? Like that? I don't understand who's lying in that.
They're the guy that was the ICE officer was supposedly lying that they were arresting a child sex offender.
Oh, Dual Helix gifted a membership as well. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you,
Dual Helix. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.
These ICE protesters illegals to welcome people. It's well-meaning American citizens.
Liberal white women always
yes.
defending the brown man. Imagine that.
Yeah. Oy, 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 that's
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what shade of what you are.
Right.
You're here illegally. ICE should be removing your ass, and no one should be impeding you. If you're the people that are impeding it should be fucking kicked the fuck out too.
Well, at the very least, given a nice long prison sentence.
No. They just need to be gone. If they hate being here and they hate our laws so much, they need to be gone. Because I don't want to pay for their fucking 3 hots in a cot.
Oh, I agree with that.
Just get rid of them. You don't like our laws? Get the fuck out. Go to another country. Go to any other country and just have a grand old time with all the people you want to protect that are here illegally. Go to their country and see how fucking amazing it is.
Yeah.
See how awful we are.
Yes. We'll be waiting for that love letter. Yeah, I don't understand any of it. But and I'm with you. I don't care if they're child sex offenders or not. I mean, child sex offenders terrible, but
bad. Yes, top of the list. Definitely top of the list to be gone for sure.
But if you're here illegally, you broke the law. You gotta go.
Child sex offender, top of the list to go bye-bye.
100%.
But it's a very long list, and anyone who's here illegally is on that list, and they need to go bye-bye.
Yes.
So if they're going after a child sex offender who is here illegally, and they happen to just bump into or come across 14 other people who are here illegally, then they got 15 illegals out.
Yep.
That's how I look at it.
I agree. They got to go. It's not, you can't do this. don't start things off breaking the law in the first place. The abuse, waste, fraud is getting on the nerves of average taxpayers for realsies.
Absolutely.
Yes. And that's just the beginning. I have my own existence. I have an opinion. Wait, you have an existence, Dual Helix? Please explain this. As far as I'm concerned, you're just letters and words on a tape. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
You're right. You look like a lot of ones and zeros to me.
Yes. It's a joke, Dual Helix. It's because white people don't pull their hair hard enough. Yes, they're begging to be oppressed. That's what it is. They aren't oppressed enough. They want to be, because if they want Sharia law, they want to be oppressed. They want to be bitch slapped and treated like garbage. Decide if there are laws or not. It's important. We already know that there's laws. Most of us follow them.
What the hell did Don Lemon do now?
I have no idea. I've never
The
taken that guy
DOJ
seriously.
announced a criminal investigation into Lemon's coverage of an anti-ICE protest at a Minnesota church, with officials warning he is on notice.
Really?
Did you see that whole protest where they marched into a church?
Oh yeah.
And-
I think I'm looking at it right now. Yep. Oh, and Jake Lang dragged.
Did
back
you do
into
another
town
one,
and
Crazy Dude? You did. Thank you again, Crazy Dude. Another gifted membership.
Get rad
Thank
going.
you very much.
Thank you, KD.
What's up, Justin Henry?
Wow. Yeah, no, this I'm telling the Insurrection Act thing seems more and more viable every single day.
Was it Nome claims 10,000 arrests in Minneapolis immigration operation.
Good.
The DHS secretary's assertions about violent crime rates and 19 billion in fraud have been challenged by agency data and exceed previous official estimates.
Good. Needs to happen.
Ooh, on a non-political note, this is interesting. I'm clicking this one. Severe solar storm could bring northern lights to
Yes.
southern U.S.
Yes.
A powerful X 1.9 class solar flare that erupted from the sun on Saturday has triggered the most severe space weather event. I was wondering why kept getting alerts on my phone all day because I have a space weather app
Yes.
on my phone because it affects our GPS when we're
Yes.
doing GNSS GPS work out in the field. It affects that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have it on my phone, and I was getting alerts all day, and I'm like, oh shit, what's happening? But here, yeah, it's here.
Supposed to hit peak around 10 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. You should be able to see Aurora all the way down into Tennessee. It's a KP4, and they're saying that it could possibly hit KP5, and then you'd see it almost as far down south as Florida.
Southern New England if the storm reaches G4 strength. Cloud cover and rain may hinder visibility in some areas. I don't know what it was. Gray all day today, so I don't know what it. I don't know what it's going to be. But I'm definitely going to go check it out when we're done here. I'm definitely going to go outside and check it out because it'll be 10 p.m. Eastern. You know, that real time Eastern,
Yes.
not that fake other stuff.
Yes. I'm definitely going to go out and try and see it. I like using windy.com, and then you get the overlay for the satellite. And it looks to me like most of the United States is without cloud cover. Or if you do have cloud cover, it's very wispy. Not much to it.
What? Where I am?
Yes.
Oh.
All over. Illinois got a little bit. Iowa a little bit. But if you can get to someplace dark enough, you definitely should be able to...
Dual Helix, what is that
see.
you're talking about? Click it and click the date field. Click a start and end date, then generate. I don't know what you're clicking on and generating.
A Soho link. You have a GMRS
Oh, did you try
license.
Did you try and drop a link in here? Yeah, we have links turned off. Helix, I don't know if you're in my Discord, but you can send me the link and I would be able to share it. Or KD, if you're on KD's Discord, you can send it to one of us if you're on any of our Discords. You don't Discord.
I don't Discord. It's one of the few social medias that I do use is Discord.
If you have any way to get it to any of us, email. You can email us at soarbeyondthenoise@gmail.com. You could email me the link and I can put it in.
SOHO, that's that NASA's the Solar and Heliospheric Observatory.
Okay, A1X. Yeah, 1 second.
Well, it was almost an it was a Class X, right? Flare. It was almost a 2.0. It was a 1.9, something like that, which is a mild Class X flare. Matter of fact, they're not really even talking about any interruptions to like electricity or anything. They're saying maybe, but more GPS and stuff like that.
Well, if you want me to share it out on the live now, you can email it.
Oh, in Ireland, an Irish teacher was arrested after refusing to use they pronoun for a student.
Jesus Christ.
Enoch Burke, the Irish teacher who's already spent over 560 days in jail, was arrested again for refusing to use proper pronouns.
Oh boy. I thought this was all starting to go away. I thought I heard people saying like, "Oh, we're over the woke shit and we're not, it's just going away.
Yeah.
We all realize it's bullshit."
Yeah, no, they're doubling down in Europe. It's going away in America. But in Europe, they are just doubling down. This is all about transgender ideology, forcing it upon every school in the country. They want silence, not debate, but my conscience will bring me back to this gate. They can throw me in a prison cell, but they can't force me to lie. Good on you, sir. 560 days in jail for refusing to use proper pronouns. Yes, all you liberal white bitches out there protesting ICE, why don't you go to Ireland? Go to the UK. You're welcome there. your ideologies will mesh. Unbelievable. Goodness gracious, man. Yeah, so hopefully everybody when you're done watching the show tonight, you guys can pop outside, go out into the backyard and see if you can see the northern lights.
I'm definitely going to do that.
Yeah, me too. I got to take the dogs out anyway. Be a good reason. Did you see the amount of snow that fell in Kamchatka? Holy cow. Kamchatka, Russia. I got to share this.
No.
Kamchatka, it's right up by Alaska. It's right across from Alaska. Let me share this. You guys got to see this. Wow. Look at all this snow. I'll play this video. Unbelievable. Oh, cow.
Yukarıda yürümek ne kadar zor.
That's a lot of snow.
Bavulu çekmek
That's
daha da
freaking
zor.
awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
Is that real?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because there's a bunch of videos out there for it. That's amazing, dude.
That is, I love it. But how did they even clear that out though? And it's such straight. Well, like, that's what I don't know. I have a hard time with this one. I know, and that is the sad thing about AI is it makes you look at stuff and go, how did they do that? Like, no, I don't even think that's possible. I don't think that's physically possible.
Yeah, let's see. That's fake. Has to be. All right, let's hold on. Let me stop sharing that one, and I will go and I will look because there was more than one video.
Yeah, no, I don't know that, but like my way my brain works, I'm looking at that and going, okay, so how did this happen? As it was snowing, they were clearing the roads and pushing it off to the side, and it kept snowing. But once it gets so high, you can't push that snow off the road.
Yes.
And the walls, it was like a canyon. It was straight walls. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, yeah. That's perplexity. First floor windows.
First floor windows. That was taller than buses. That was like
citywide snow depths around 1.7 to 2 meters with localized drifts higher than vehicles and first floor windows.
Okay, that's 6 feet. Okay, 6 feet of snow. That was like 50 feet of freaking snow.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
That was not real. I can't. There's no physical way that could be possible. I call AI on that video all day long.
Could be, but here you go. Here, let me share the pictures that Perplexity shared with me. Here, let me show you. Kamchatka snowfall. Now, this is not like what we saw earlier, but...
Exactly. It's not straight up and down cleared roads.
What about that?
Okay, I'll believe that. I'll totally believe that.
This?
Yep, I'll believe it.
Look at that shit right there. That's
that I would
disgusting.
believe with that amount of snow. But that looks natural. That looks like nature blowing the snow up and over those buildings. Absolutely. I had a problem with the roads.
Gotcha.
in that video.
Yeah, it just looked unnatural. Yeah, so there you go. At least, well,
Still a lot of snow.
Still a lot of snow.
But I think that first video was there was a lot of AI in that.
that definitely could have been. That's what AI is going to do, right? It's going to make things. But that shit right there, dude, that's the tops of fucking. What is that? A 10-story building? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how much lower does it go?
Yeah.
That's
but that I
super
believe.
Fucking wow. But look what's behind it, though. I mean, that's a lot of fucking snow, dude. Unbelievable. Even that in and of itself, I didn't need the
Absolutely.
the people driving through like giant canyons. That in and of itself is amazing.
It is.
So I don't know. The other thing came from X. That was an X. But there were other videos of the Kamchatka snowfall. But that doesn't mean that they were an AI. So
That's a metric fuck ton of snow. Yes, I don't deny that. But and even the parts of that video where the people were walking on the street with it tunneled out.
Yeah. Here, look. This is actual broadcast video. Here you go. I'll share this out. This is reporting on it. Let me share that screen. Hold on. I'll stop sharing that and share this. Again, that doesn't. I'm not going to claim that any of it's real, but you guys decide for yourselves. But watch this and listen to them talking, and you'll see some of the video here.
All-time snow records continue to fall across eastern Russia in weather books dating back 147 years. On the Kamchatka Peninsula, months' worth of snow has fallen in a matter of days. Drifts buried apartment blocks, overwhelming infrastructure, and forcing a state of emergency. The modern snowfall record for the region dates to 1879.
That was video.
And this event exceeds everything seen since
go.
then. And its impacts extend beyond Kamchatka. 100% of Russia is currently blanketed, with that snow on the ground now enhancing surface cooling as Arctic air pushes south into Mongolia, Kazakhstan, China, even urban Beijing, and also Japan. All-time snow records continue to fall across.
So some of that was.
Do you know that?
Legit.
Yeah, I think I think it was that last one, the last clip in that video you showed that really made me scream AI. This. I want to know how they still did that. I guess if they're used to that kind of snow, they've got machines that can do it. But that's not as crazy as that last scene of that first video you shared, though.
Right, but you know what I'd like to know is if it was real. Because if it was, I'd like to know how they did it.
I want to know how they did this right here, even.
Well, I mean, if you look on the one side there, it looks like it's not as tall. Maybe it's just angle. I don't know. Yeah, how did they do that? I would love to see how they did
Unless
that.
it's got, because I know in the cities, a lot of times they'll use snow blowers that they don't blow off to the side. They blow into like a dump truck.
Oh, maybe they did.
Like, when they
snow thrower.
Like when they mill, when they mill the road and they mill it into the dump truck, it fills up, that dump truck leaves, another one comes in, like that kind of thing.
Down says 2-stage snow thrower.
Okay, for this scene, yes, but that one at the end of that first video was ridiculous.
But it doesn't mean it's not true. It just means that it did look unbelievable. But if that's not much different than what we're looking at right here. It's not much different than what we're looking at here.
Okay.
It was actually
all right.
wider than this. But if they have some kind of snow thrower that they use, I'm not saying that it was real. I was just showing. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. So look at
definitely
this shit.
A lot of snow.
I don't think I've ever seen that much snow ever anywhere. And down, you have seen a ton of snow this winter, haven't you? All right, I can stop sharing that now. You missed the first video? I'll go try and look for it, and we'll go to that ending part that Yankee's talking about, and he may very well be right. It was right up here. Please don't tell me. Yeah, it's right here. It's here. I'll pop it out. We can watch the whole thing again, and I'll share.
That's fine. Yeah, we can watch the whole thing.
And then, if you know, down, voice it out in the chat. If so, it
so
starts,
that's the scene we just saw.
Yes, this is where this video starts.
Yukarıda yürümek ne kadar zor.
I believe that.
Bavulu çekmek daha da zor.
Yeah, all that I believe.
I didn't find anything wrong with any of this yet.
That is what you have a problem with. That
No,
one right after
this,
it right here.
this one, that to me, I don't need. That just looks, number one, if it is real, that looks incredibly unsafe.
Yes, it does. Very
Incredibly unsafe if it's real.
I mean, so do you guys think that's real? Down. Not a ton just west of me has, but they do every year. Okay. Down, what do you think of that? I'm with Yankee. It looks unspeakable, but it doesn't
Cass, 10
look
o'clock.
fake, though, to me.
Right? 10 o'clock?
Yes. The only difference is there's no rush.
Yeah.
We don't have to rush off because I don't.
Thank you, Cass.
I'm working during the day. Okay, so Down saying the same thing. That's hard to believe.
Like, I don't know. It just straight up and downness of it. The straight walls on the sides, just I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know.
Seems very, and like you said, at the very least, it seems extremely dangerous. Would you feel comfortable driving down that?
No, no.
Yeah, I'd be waiting for that thing to collapse in on me at any moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Most of that video, though, well, we saw a lot of it in the other video that was a report from a news thing, but most of the video was very believable. That I don't know.
That other one, very believable. Even the crazy looking snow waves, like the drift that looked like waves over those apartment buildings or whatever buildings they were.
Disgusting.
That I believe that. Because that's just, snow does some crazy shit like that. But that is obviously supposed to be man-made clearing of the snow. I don't understand how the walls, and even if they could clear it and make the walls straight like that, you wouldn't think they would. You'd think they'd want to make some kind of pitch to it so it didn't just fucking collapse in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Thank you, KD.
Wow, that's amazing. Yes, it helps. Thank you very much. And thanks for the donations, KD.
And the raid.
Yes. Great raid tonight. Thank you, sir. Kids today, astronomical cycles, which we have absolutely no control over, cause climate change. Yes, no.
Right.
The climate change thing is bullshit. The climate changes. That's not bullshit. Anthropologic climate change is bullshit. Outside of maybe, I don't know, seeding clouds.
Me too. Me too, Down. I would love to get that much snow. Psh, I'd be happier than a pig in shit.
Yes, me too. Everything would shut down. It would be magnificent. Snow day.
It would be
for
magnificent.
everybody. It would.
Yeah.
It would be magnificent.
It would.
Shit. I won't even tell you. I spent all day basically doing nothing because it was 13 below zero, and we use water to move the sand. The sand wasn't moving. It was unbelievable. I was learning a new job today, and I'm sitting there going, yeah, I can't really do anything because there's no water. All right.
Oh, Miss Firepaw, are you saying that Rumblebot's not working over here either? I guess Rumblebot on a whole is down because I know it wasn't working on Katie's stream earlier.
Rumblebot having issues. Well, thank you very much for sharing our private channels.
Thank you, Miss Firepaw.
I'll use that as an opportunity to sell a little bit. Yankee Free has his own channel. He loves to do a show called Bourbon and Beer every Friday night. If you don't already follow his channel, please go check it out. He's got that. He's got Shooting the Shit. He does all kinds of cool little streams throughout the week that you'll like. Bourbon and Beer isn't a little stream, though. But come on over.
Yeah, it's teeny tiny.
Yes, itty bitty. Itty bitty. But it's a good time. It's like going to the bar without going to the bar. So come hang out over at Yankee Freeze and make sure you're following his channel. My channel, we do gaming and news and music and stuff like that. So come over and follow me too. And I'd love to have you. Other than that, we do. If you didn't hear Yankees pitch at the halftime show of the show, we got Monday nights. We do Know Your Rights. Wednesday nights we talk to the chat and bring some videos and X stuff, kind of like what we were just doing, and hang out with you guys and talk. And then Saturday nights we like to put on the old conspiracy hat. Maybe have some interviews, stuff like that, and just have a good time. So definitely, if you're new here, follow the channel, hit the likes, repost on Rumble because it helps a lot. But yes, and please, we'd love to have you stick around. Got a great chat. Yankee, are we going to raid?
We are. Unless anybody has vehement discrepancies with this and they say absolutely not. I was looking at Off-Label podcast.
Ooh, love Off-Label. No, I saw that they were live. Yeah, earlier. We already hit the Whiskey Capitalists, so we can't go hit them again, can we?
I think as far as what we need to do, I think we're done with that. So we can raid whoever we want. We don't care about duplicates at this point in time.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm not opposed to Off-Label. Off-Label's cool.
Yeah, I like Off-Label.
They do kind of like what we do.
Yep,
they do a lot of but same thing.
And that's what I like to do. I like to raid like genres of content.
Absolutely,
because you guys are here to listen to us and watch us. Figure you might want to go watch somebody else with similar content.
Oh, you're going to like Off-Label. If you're not already following them, you're going to like Off-Label.
Not you, lover. Never you, lover. You can just go to bed.
No, it's definitely... you haven't fucked off yet? What the hell? What about fuck off? Don't you understand? I'm just kidding. I can't do that. See, Yankee can do it. I can't. I love Lover Dose. I want him in the chat. I don't want him to
I
fuck
didn't.
off.
I didn't say I didn't like Lover. I'm just respecting his wishes. You can fuck off and don't pay attention to any of that.
Yes.
That's fine. I don't really give a fuck if he does it or not. I'm telling him don't do it.
It doesn't have the same effect. Yes, no, it does. You have to mean it. I don't mean it. I'm never gonna mean it.
I do. Don't worry, Lover. I do.
Yeah. Yes. Yankee definitely. No, he doesn't.
No, I really do.
Do you really?
Absolutely.
Well, there you go, Lover Dose. Fuck you, Lover Dose. No, I love having Loverdo spices up the chat. It's good stuff. Kids today, it's good to have you here. A couple of new people that I noticed in the chat tonight. But
that's awesome, kids today. And thank you, Mr. Neurodivergent One.
We love
You're still
Neuro.
here. Neuro's the best.
The GOAT. He is the GOAT. We love Neuro. So I'm glad that he brought you here. That's good stuff. Come back now. And maybe you can help us understand the 12th Amendment.
All of our mods are the best, Lover. They all have their own specific roles, though. Like, you're the best asshole possible in chat, and we love you for it. And we love to hate you and hate to love you, type thing. Like, you will always be the best at what you do, Lover. Hands down. Liz is the best at what she does. Neuro's the best at what he does. Cass, Miss Firepaw. They're all the best at what they do. They all do things slightly different. Well, I know, and you're the best at not doing anything and just being an asshole. But you're the best at it, which is there's something to be said for that.
I can honestly say I like Neuro more than I like Loverdos. I like Loverdo, but I like Neuro better. So there you go. There you go. If we're picking favorites, fuck it. We'll just do that. A bit eclectic, fun intellects. Yeah, next week will be a much more enjoyable amendment. I promise. It's the way we elect the president and vice president.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be much more. I think that we'll have a little bit more fun with that one. This one was so vague and retarded, I couldn't.
Vague and retarded. Oh, wait, are we still talking about Lover?
Oddly enough, Lover and the 11th Amendment have some things in common. Vague and retarded. Oh, my God.
All right, guys. Well, that is a show for us, and we are going to rate out. We do ask everyone except for Lover to please, when you get over to the raid, show them the love, all the free things we ask you guys to do here. Give them the like, the thumbs up, follow them if you're not following them, repost, comment below, all those wonderful free things you can do to help us creators collectively, not just us, but all the creators you might go watch. Make sure you push their content out to more people. Very much appreciated. Thank you all for being here. And once again, to all of our mods, you're absolutely amazing. We couldn't do this without y'all. Thank you.
Yes, you make it. And thank you, Firepod, KD, and everybody for coming in on the new studio. I appreciate it. Yes, it was actually a lot of ridiculous work, but it's just a different corner of the room. But thank you very much. And yes, thank you everybody for being here. Yankee and I love you guys. And we love doing this show, and we're going to do it for as long as we humanly possibly can. So if you stick around long enough, you might see us, I don't know, shit our pants live on because we'll be like 85 and out of control.
Wait, haven't we done that already? Didn't Katie do that one night? No.
Nobody knew about that. At least they pretended they didn't.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Yes. So follow us on the raid. And like Yankee said, thank you very much. Y'all have a great week. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Night, everybody.
Thank you for watching Beyond the Noise, a subsidiary of SOAR Network. We're live every other Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. To ensure you don't miss the show, make sure you follow the channel and share it with anyone you think might benefit from our work. You can find Yankee every Friday night on his Living Yankee Free channel for bourbon and beer for some irreverent fun with friends. Or drop by his music channel, Patriot Jams, for good tunes to get you through your day. Better yet, follow his main channel, Yankee Free, for all alerts for any of his content. You can follow RS on his main Rumble channel, Republic Sentinel, for alerts for all of his shows, and TRS News for an alternative take on the news. If you have specific questions for our guests or the hosts that you would like to be read on the show, you can drop a Rumble rant. You can support the channel by simply hitting the follow button, and if you feel so inclined, become a paid subscriber.